We're going to take a look at the vocabulary words that we reviewed the other day in class and get a quick definition. So your job is to watch this and write down one or two words that briefly describe or define each of the vocabulary words we went over. The first word is adversary. Your adversary is your enemy. So if you replace that word in the line from Romeo and Juliet, here were the servants of your adversary, here were the servants of your enemy. Forfeit. To forfeit means to surrender something, especially as a punishment. So if you've ever had to forfeit a game because not enough players showed up, it's like a punishment because you lose the game. So if you ever disturb our streets again, your lives shall pay the forfeit of the peace. So your lives will be surrendered as punishment of the peace. The next word is nuptial. Nuptial is an old-fashioned word for a wedding or a marriage. So 'tis since the nuptial of Lucentio, come Pentecost as quickly as it will some 25 years, and then we masked. He's essentially saying, I haven't seen you since my cousin Lucentio's wedding 25 years ago. Valiant. Valiant means courageous or brave. To move is to stir, and to be brave is to stand. Virtuous. Virtuous means moral excellence. So somebody who follows the rules, always acts in others' best interest. And say truth, Verona brags on him to be a virtuous, well-governed youth. They're talking about Romeo, and that in town, people respect him because he is morally excellent. The next word is discourses. That word means to speak or write formally at length. So just having a conversation either with words or in writing. Her eye discourses, I will answer it. Basically saying her eyes are talking to me. The next word is enmity. Enmity means a deep-seated, often mutual hatred. So look thou but sweet, and I am proof against their enmity. Romeo's talking there, and he's saying, I'm going to prove that their hatred isn't enough to keep us apart. Intercession. An intercession is a mediation in a dispute. So my intercession likewise steads my foe. He's saying, I'm going to mediate here and try to work things out. Vexed. To be vexed is to be distressed or annoyed. Now, afore God, I am so vexed that every part about me quivers. So he's saying, I'm so annoyed with you, you're making me shake. To chide. To chide means to express disapproval or to scold someone. So smile the heavens upon this holy act, that after hours with sorrow chide us not. So he's saying, don't let sorrow scold us or reproach us. Gallant. Gallant means brave or noble. So the gallant spirit hath aspired the clouds, which too untimely here did scorn the earth. Talking about the person's brave spirit. The next word is exile. Exile means to expel or to banish. So that is something that happens later on in the play, and some of you guys guessed that when you were predicting what might happen. To pardon is to release someone from the liability of their offense, or in other words, to forgive. So to pardon someone is to forgive. Mercy but murders, pardoning those that kill. Mercy but murders, forgiving those that kill. So mercy forgives. The next word is banish. Banish is a synonym for exile. So banish means to expel someone from a country by an authority. So the governor or the president or the prime minister might banish somebody. They have the authority to say, you can't come back here anymore. Tybalt is gone and Romeo is banished, meaning expelled. Lament. To lament, as you can tell from the picture, means to express serious grief or sorrow. It's not just feeling a little bit bad, it's truly deeply feeling grief. So which modern lamentation might have moved? Asking which modern sorrow might have moved. Okay, to slander. To slander someone is to say something that's malicious or false in a statement or a report. Slander and libel are something you learn about if you're in any kind of like newspaper. So you can't do that. It's not right to slander somebody. So that is no slander, sir, which is a truth. So slander meaning something false said about somebody. Pensive. Pensive means to be thoughtful, and it's usually marked by sadness. So this is a famous statue. It's called le penser, which is the French verb for to think. And you can see just by the statue itself that it's somebody deeply engrossed in their thoughts, but also somewhat sad. My leisure serves me, pensive daughter, now. He's referring to her being thoughtful, but not looking real happy. Kindred. Kindred is a person's relatives, and so it would be your extended family, your parents, your siblings, your cousins, where all the kindred of the Capulets lie, talking about all of the family members who were buried in the same place from the Capulets family. Solace. Solace is when it's comfort given to somebody who's feeling sorrow or who's experienced some kind of misfortune. But one thing to rejoice and solace in. So this person is receiving some comfort from somebody. Okay, to beguile is to influence someone by trickery or flattery. Most detestable death by the beguiled, meaning that death has tricked or flattered. Next word, detestable. Detestable means hateful. This able is kind of like the full of ending. Thou detestable maw, thou womb of death, gorged with the dearest morsel of the earth. So something that is hateful. Thou hateful maw. I'm not sure what a maw is, but you guys can look it up and tell me. Vengeance. Vengeance is an infliction of injury, harm, or humiliation on another person. And it's usually involving revenge, so you can kind of see the venge part of revenge in the word. Can vengeance be pursued further than death? Can I get back at somebody any further than death itself? Apprehend. To apprehend is to take someone into custody with a legal warrant. Condemned villain, I do apprehend thee. I do take thee legally with a warrant. Inauspicious. Inauspicious means something that bodes ill or something that is bad, something unfavorable. Auspicious is like good circumstances. Inauspicious, the in means not, so not good. And shake the yoke of inauspicious stars from this world-wearied flesh. Inauspicious meaning this is not favorable, this bodes ill for me. All right, the last word is to abhor. To abhor is to loathe or to hate something. And that the lean abhorred monster keeps thee here in dark to be his paramour. Romeo says that line, and that lean, hated monster keeps thee here. He's talking about death. So hopefully you guys have a short definition, 1 or 2 words. Make sure you write your definition down. If you already knew the word, that's awesome. If you didn't know the word, make sure you wrote down an easy definition so that you'll be able to use it.